Stress. Getting old, Lindsay. Stressing out over my roof, my garage roof. It's all good now though, but geez, that was chewing away at my guts. Had a little problem I thought would be a serious problem, but no, she was all good at the end of the day. But anyway, too late. I'm 5 years older today. Hey, yeah, no one here today yet. That's typical. You want to check out my TikTok, man? I'm in here today, not organised. I just want to share something because TikTok's preventing me from spilling the beans. But, YouTube's the same. I'm trying to upload a video an hour long over 2 days. This is my 4th attempt. It'll only upload 30% and then just stop, freezes. Is that normal? Anyway, the information I share is not heard or spoken of before. But anyway, I'm just running a few posts on my TikTok, some texts. Excuse me. Just had a coffee. And I got to the fifth one, I think it is. And TikTok's preventing me from uploading it. So I took a screenshot that I'll quickly put that on just as a photo. They won't even let me do that. So then I did a little live. Or tried to. They wouldn't even let me do that. So I thought I'd share it now. There's only 2 people here, I know. Which is a bit of a joke, isn't it? So let's see if someone else comes on board. Yeah, so I'm shadow banned, eh? I'm going to reveal something that no one's ever heard of before, okay? And this is why TikTok's stopping me from doing it. So I'll wait for a few more people to come on board. You people can go out and share it. You'll be the first in the world to know it, being told it. Whether you understand it or not, that's a different story. So how does this shoot from 4 people to 14 all of a sudden? And like yesterday, it was like shot up to 20, then shot down to 5 instantly. They're messing with me. Oh, they did that too, did they? Okay, really messing with me. Okay. Shit. I'm about to reveal something never been revealed before. Okay? So hang in there. I'll just get a few more numbers first. TikTok's preventing me from posting it. So, and there was a little series, you see, and I've got up to number 5. The first 4 or 5 were all right. Maybe I'm on 6, I can't remember. They wouldn't let me do this last one because it's just something I've discovered. And you would have never heard it before anywhere on earth. So we'll see who's interested in some new information. If I don't get 10 people at least, I'm not going to share it. What's the point? The sound should be on. The sound on now? Looking young. Who? Look young, 42. Oh yeah, you kidding me. I'm an old bugger. Stressed out a bit too this morning. Whoa. It's to do with my garage. I won't say what. But anyway, they all turned up and it was all okay. It's made something very tricky for me though. But anyway, the roof's going on, so I'm happy. There we go. What? Okay, thanks, mate. Yeah. So there's only 2 people here. See? 9,500 subscribers, which should be like hundreds of thousands by now, because it was just barreling ahead years back, 5 years ago. And then they just slowed it straight down and even start dropping back. And in the last 2 years, it's basically frozen. Two people. Well, it looks like you're going to be the 2 lucky people. There are 2 people. There's only 3 of us in the world now. Apart from the people at TikTok who are watching everything I do, everything I write, you know. It's not, they're not the words they would normally have, monitoring. It's information, because they're watching everything I do and say, because they know I know, you see. I know all the physics of the flat earth. You can't debunk it, you see, and that pisses them off. Thank you. I find it quite amazing myself, actually, my work. Yeah, it does make sense. So now we're down to 1 person, apparently. Man, people must be in a hurry to get somewhere. Back to 2 people. What's this say? Oliver. Is it true that everywhere you go, people lay down rose petals because you're a princess? Because the way you carry yourself, it honestly wouldn't surprise me. You have a grace that's impossible to ignore. Yeah, you're a funny boy or girl. You got to blow your own trumpet sometimes, because otherwise people just, if they're ignoring, they ignore you anyway. People don't like people who know stuff. So I don't give a damn about people who think I don't know stuff now. So I'll just boast, blow my own trumpet. You know, it's not in me. I've always been a quiet person all my life. I just keep an open mind, listen to people. But now I've got to the point where I stuff it, you know. All the ignorant, they can think what they want. I'm going to tell them, and I'll stick it in their faces. They want to be thick. It's up to them. So, whatever. Oh, you're making me laugh. Oh, okay. Like the stream. Okay. Well, there's only 3 people here. There's a picture here. Man, talk about a sucker. I was on holiday. And when you go on holiday, you sort of treat money like it's easy to come by. When you're in a different country and you see things, and you think, well, and you want to bring back some memory. Well, I went to Dubai, right? Came back from Dubai to on Emirates to Bali. Stopped in there for 3 days, I think it was. And saw in the local paper a guide. So the wife and I grabbed this guide, and he drove us around. And the Wanker, drove us to all these joints that were all part of some rip-off club. And they just totally ripped us off and everything we did. Like one of them was this coffee beans. And they drive you up this long sort of driveway, sort of not even sealed really. And you get to this normal looking building. And you go inside, then there's boxes about all the different coffees, right? Oh yeah, well, must be legit then. And then they take you for a walk down the back and sit you down, give you a few samples, what you might like, and then you go back to the shop and buy what you chose, what you liked. So that's what we did. And I bought that it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't. The coffee bean that there's some animal, like a possum or something, eats it and then shits it out. And they take that bean. So I bought some of that and some other stuff. Spent probably a good 100 Kiwi dollars there. Anyway, and on the package it says no. It's either said no added sugar or milk powder or something or other, or just pure coffee or something. We get it home, you open it up, and in the entire box, there would probably be the equivalent to 1 teaspoon of instant coffee maybe, and the rest is sugar and some sort of milky powder. So it's basically all white with sprinkles of coffee in there, the whole thing. Yeah, just threw it away. All wasted money. All the boxes. Then they took us to this art studio. There's no prices on these pictures, right? And you go up there. This guy comes around, starts talking to you about the images and stuff, and then sees that you might like something. So you ask him what the price is. And the price of this picture here, $7,000. I thought, what the hell? And then he got down to 4,000. But me being an idiot, just wanting to get something as a tourist to take home with me, I paid 2,000, I know I'm stupid, 2,000 American dollars for this. I liked it. I mean, one eye's a bit dorky, but yeah, I mean, that sort of thing. I mean, the wife should have said something, but that sort of thing, I'm sure is probably worth, in Bali, to the natives, $60, 60 Balinese, even Kiwi dollars. I paid $2,000. Oh, don't get me started on Turkish mats. It's another big con. Oh my God, you got to watch it, eh? When you go overseas, don't buy anything. It's just a rip-off. What was straight up was in Kyoto, Japan. They had beautiful ornaments and stuff you'd love to bring home, but that was the start of our cruise, and I didn't want to try and take it all the way around the world. In case it got damaged. So we never actually bought anything from there. But anyway, this video, so I've got 11 people here now, okay. This video is about a little story I'm telling on TikTok in stages. And I'm up to 6, I think. And I've just realized something, discovered something. And it's all to do about Jesus being the sun in the religious story. They're describing the movement of the sun and the sun's analemma over the year, over the tropical cycle. And all these particular places are represented in the religious ceremonies, particular times of the year. And the most divine time is when the sun's about to cross in the analemma. So that's the story of dying on the cross, because the sun is dying in the northern winter, it's dying, okay? Their summer is dying, going into their winter. So they consider that dying on the crossover as it changes into the other hemisphere. and understanding the flat earth physics, you know that the earth is a plane within a torus field. And the torus field is magnetic, right? It's a magnetic field. It's a magnetic flux, basically. It's dual too. It's like a conjoined cell type of thing. But anyway, that's a long story. So, but because the earth has the sun already, and man is of the earth, he has to find his own sun within him, which is the illumination of man, the Son of Man, waking up, the third eye, going through his Passover, his baptism. It's all spiritual, metaphysical, and internal consciousness. And so what's happening? So the sun dies on the crossover. Oh yeah, because we have the sun, this toroidal field becomes, in magnetism, there's an in and out cycle. So this is what you have to think of as the sun's going in and out of its, say, phasing or seasons, right? But because we have the sun, the electrical as well, you've got to consider that in and out cycle as contraction and expansion. The magnetic field contracting and expanding due to the central vortex, because the whole torus field is governed by the central vortex, right? The turning of that vortex. And if you want to understand more about vortexes, go research the heart, the human heart. So there's a link there between man and earth straight away, is we have a center heart here. If you unwind the heart, it's an S shape. You get the S cycle, and our heart is a vortex. It's not what they call a pump. It's expansion and contraction, though, and that's an in and out cycle, like magnetism. So what I've discovered is, it dies on the cross and rises again in 3 days. So it's just the way they write the story. It's esoteric. So for 3 days, it's going to rise again anyway. It's rising at the same time. So the sun goes down. You've got to think of the sun's in a lemma on its side, say, like this infinity symbol. So the sun's coming down. It's got to go down and then up. And what happens is it goes down from the northern hemisphere and pops up around the whole perimeter, the southern field. It pops up. It's actually mirrored from the north, but it pops up because the central unseen sun is in the central vortex of creation. You don't see it. It's pure plasma. But we get the images. Everything is projected into our realm and seen via the light spectrum. The whole realm comes about from the sun. Okay, everything's illuminated from the sun. It's all 3D depth perception through light. So you've got to think of the world as a mirror. Within your arc of horizon is just a mirror, and it's your eyeballs and the sun, or the light of the world, creating the 3D depth. So put a mirror on its edge, there's no depth, is there? But all the 3D images are in there. It's the same thing. We're pixelated images in this realm, just like a TV set. So the sun, what's happening at this time, for 3 days, is the sun is there's light in the Arctic, and there's also light in the Antarctic, the Antarctica. And you've got to imagine there's light in the center here, which creates the Trinity. This is the balance. In ancient Egyptian mythology, the scales, the balance, this is the divine period of the year when the sun has led man to the Holy Land. Because this Trinity is the time when the human brain can find balance as well. And this is when man gets illuminated. The illuminating period of man. It's the whole Jesus story. Jesus represents the initiate, the illuminated man. It's not a one-off thing, because every man on earth is supposed to go through it. That's the meaning to life. The Trinity, at that time of the year, represented by the 5 holy days, the moon can give birth. Moon being Mary, virgin birth, spiritual, because this whole event for you requires your moon. then that's another big story in itself. You know, people need to focus on conception, not the physical birth. Okay? Where was the sun at your conception? Not when you came into the light of the world. You're living that drongo life. You know nothing about the other side of life. That's what religion's all about. That's the secret. Hidden under the veil, they say. Everything is hidden under the veil because you have to wake this thing up to understand it and see it. So I'm describing it and explaining it to people, but they like to be ignorant and just say it's my opinion or I've made it all up and whatever. So I must be some kind of a genius. Anyway, because I know all the physics of the earth, you can't debunk it, and it's all encoded into the Bible. So that's what I do. I break down the Bible and all the other mythological stories, esoteric stories. It's Kabbalah, the Kabbalistic truth. And what the ancient Egyptians have left us and everything. So this is where you got to connect that the sun dies, going down out of their summer into the winters. This dies, and then they say rises again in 3 days. Well, the 3 days is light in these three positions. It mightn't make sense about this one here. It's go deep, but this position here is the physicopiscus. It's the overlay. Okay? Now you've got to think of this overlay as flaps of skin, because man in the brain has the claustrum, and they are like flaps of skin that overlay. And I've broken all this down. I don't want to go into that big long story. Those, they're the gates of heaven. So you've got those flaps of skin. You've got the, and it's all about virgin birth, virginity, losing your virginity. So man, those claustrum represent the feminine aspect within man, where they will rip, tear, and bleed. So that's him losing his feminine spiritual virginity, is the virgin birth. The moon affects it. The celestial bodies affect what's in your head, man. The ancients knew this. This is why the kippah, the Jews have the kippah. They're hiding something, protecting. Well, they're not, because they know nothing about it. But back in the day, that's what it represented. This patch at the top of your head, something happens. When you're when you're newly born, what's the last thing part of the skull to close up? The Fontenoy, what do they call it? Well, rebirth, returning. Christ returns. The celestial bodies return. Something's going on. Well, anyway, so for 3 days, the sun, there's light in the Antarctic and there's light in the Antarctic. Arctic and the Antarctic. And at the overlay, the physicopiscus. Now, in religion, they say they crucified Christ or something, right? And Christ being the sun, right? He's dying on that crossover. And because he blasphemous. They use the word blasphemous. Well, you only have to break the word blasphemous down etymologically. It's all about syllables. You want to understand, Herod's Hesioids. He mentions at the beginning there, it's all about syllables. And he said something about the Greeks of about 30 something, and Kiwi English only has 26. But I tried to confirm that online, but they don't know what I'm talking about. Because we're trying to compact Latin or Greek or Hebrew or whatever down into our narrow English form, and a lot of it's misinterpreted, or we just make up meaning of a word. Like we all understand blasphemous, right? You've gone against something or said something derogatory about it or something rather. But when you know that Christ represents the Son, you break down these words, blasphemous. First you start with blas. So blas, Yiddish, means pale or bold. Well, where's the sun in the flat Earth system? It's in the Milky Way. Religion talks about the sun being in the Milky Way. It's tucked into the Milky Way like an eye in a socket or an egg in a nest. So you've got blast, you've got pale or bold, and the back of the sun is pale. It's the cloud, the white cloud in the sun, we are told is Sagittarius A, is the black hole. Well, where's the flipping sun? Right on the horizon of the black hole, they are one. The black hole is the father, and he's got the sun right there on his horizon. Father and son are one. Then you go on to the next part, Phi, P-H-E, Phoenix. Well, in the seasonal change, only I've described this, you'd have to go to Patreon, or maybe I've revealed it on YouTube or somewhere. Around about the 16th, 17th of October, the two magnetic fields of the Earth are completely separated. You know, we have the tropical gap. Well, you know, they both come together and form the Spicica-Piscis, but then they separate. Completely separated. And at this point, this represents the rising of the phoenix, because you look in two ways. There's two systems, two cycles, completely two cycles. So that's where the phoenix comes into it, or they draw the American bald eagle, don't they? Two-headed, looking both ways. The Freemasons know all about it. So you got the sun, the part tucked in the Milky Way, because all of religion's about the night sky, really, stars, celestial movements, astrophysics. The sun, then you've got Phoenix, because the sun pops into the southern hemisphere out beyond, you know, for the 24-hour sun around the Antarctic. So there's two syllables, and the third syllable is M-O-U-S, mouse, basically. So then you research mouse. You people probably won't understand this. My followers on Patreon will. It's so easy to do these posts. Patreon, I can't do lives, or if I do, no one turns up because they're all asleep. You go back to the Romans, and their mouse is this thing moving under the skin. So imagine you've got a ball and move it under a sheet. You're moving it under the sheet. So that's what they're trying to say here, is the sun moving under the veil, under the Spicica-Piscis is the overlay, like the overlaying of the two skins. And the sun is moving in that overlay. Okay? It's quite deep, it's pretty hard to, it's hard to explain. So you got the sun, the sun. It basically told you it's the sun. And then moving into the other hemisphere, represented by the phoenix, because there's the duality. The field has popped out into the south. It's all about expansion and contraction. The toroidal field, it inverts. So the field is taking the sun follows the moving magnetic field. So it's popped out to the south. So you take a torus field, put your thumb in the middle of it, and go like this. It's up and in, or it's down and out. The sun is now out in the Antarctic, or you bring it back up and in for the northern hemisphere summer, solstice. Okay, so just words like that can help you understand or appreciate the fact that the religious story is all about the sun, Christ being the sun. It's all described. It's all about the movement of the sun. But the hidden bit is understanding the Son of Man. It occurs to man as well. So the sun is going to this holy land, guiding you to the holy land every year, to the sun's crossover point there. It's a long story. So every man on earth gets a chance. But it's only once a year that the moon can be in your sign at that time. Okay? Because it's basically for 2.5 days each time. And the moon is only in a sign for 2.5 to 3 days, isn't it? At a time. But, and this also involves a solar eclipse to become a king, to be the properly illuminated ones. Otherwise, the average person can have an awakening, but not everybody can be kings, right? And this whole story of Jesus in the Bible is the King of the Kings. He had the ultimate. You got the solar eclipse, the full solar eclipse. You got the moon, full moon in Pisces. You got the sun in Virgo, the virgin birth. You know, understanding the zodiac. If you don't understand the zodiac properly and know that it's related to religion, which they've hidden in the churches, you can't talk about the zodiacs or anything. It's paganism. But all religion comes from paganism. They just warped it to suit themselves. So all the different religions have taken what they want and divided it all up. A little piece there, a little piece there. Well, take them and put them all together. What have you got? You've got the whole picture. So anyway, there's only 5 people watching, so no point carrying on. I should be spending more time on my Patreon, so I'm going to have to make videos for them. So might see you over there if you're interested. For $20 a month, all the information's there in video form and lots of posts, just breaking it all down. I can break things down better if I'm thinking and writing them. But if it's going to be a big, long process, I like to just speak it in a video, if they let me upload it. So I'm going back to TikTok now to see if they will let me upload that post, because it's never been revealed before. It'll be new to them too, probably. That's why they're stopping me from posting it. Okay, catch you later then.